Hi, everybody. I guess he's tired. Well, my intro video didn't load for some reason, so now I gotta play with it later because normally it loads and it didn't today. So welcome. Thank you all for being here. If you haven't already, joined the raffle. If you didn't know, when you are here during the live stream, you can enter the raffle by typing !raffle, and you earn junk bucks while you're here. Today I'm going to be giving away 200 junk bucks here in just a few minutes. Robin is my official note taker, so she'll be in the chat paying attention to what's going on and taking down notes. If you have a question, please put it in all caps. I'll do my best to answer it. I won't go through all of the intro. Most of you know. If y'all have a question, again, just ask up. Maybe one of the others will help too. 200 junk bucks. Did I only put 20 in? I meant to put 200. Maybe I didn't hit the extra. No, it says 200. Okay. Yay, Margarita, Margie, Robin, Giovanna. I think I saw Sherry here. Morgan, hello. So glad to have you here. Hey, Mary. So glad to have you here. It's !raffle, all one word. Hey, Julie. All one word. All right. So much to show you today. We are going to be working on the Dancing Dragonflies subscription box items, and today I'm using the large journal kit. You can get this as a digital download or a physical kit. I suggest you get both because the printed kit is absolutely beautiful. It is laser printed on 100-pound cardstock for the cardstock elements and 24 to 32 pound, I can't remember because I've slept since the last time we talked about it, pound text weight paper. We're going to get started here with what I'm working on. Oh, by the way, I do have a t-shirt that we're working on. Hey, Morgan. This is, you like that? This is our t-shirt design that I'm working on. I've got a couple of tweaks I need to do to it. Norella created the artwork, and then I have put it on black because we're having a hard time finding shirts in a variety of sizes. So if you are interested in one of these t-shirts, whether it be in black or there's a blue that we're trying to get, if we can get those colors, they'll be uploaded to my shop probably tomorrow or Wednesday. Henry is supposed to get a shipment in, so we'll know for sure what we can use. And if you're interested, hey, definitely message me over on my website or even speak up here. So that's going to be something that we'll have as well. And we're going to start with the large digital kit. Oh, I also have, did y'all see my Dancing Dragonflies? And it's so hard to see this because it's a stained stainless steel design, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. I love it. It's prettier in person. It just has this iridescent look to it. It is a 20 or 22 ounce. I don't remember. It's in my website. you can check that out as well. If you're interested in having that added to your subscription box and you don't want to pay additional shipping, do message me. I do have a coupon code, and you have to know if you use the free shipping coupon code that I'm going to be giving y'all, if you already have an order with my shop, is you put in the coupon code, and before you check out, up at the top of the screen, it tells you free ship and then the cost of your shipping. You have to click the dot above. Yes. Yeah, it does cost so much shipping. You want to put it all together. All right, so we're going to use a book page out of a, what is that? A songbook. A songbook. I cut it down to 8.5 by 11. And the first thing I want to do to it is I want to alter it. I want it to be a color besides the white. You weren't the only goober, Robin. But we fixed it, Julie, for you. We ended up doing something else for you. I'm spraying this using one of the colors out of the Dancing Dragonflies, Tattered Angels Glimmer Mists. If you haven't ordered that, please do so quickly. So this is Purple Pop. I'm going to be placing my order for my Tattered Angels tomorrow. So I'll kind of cap how many Tattered Angels that I'm going to have in my shop, because it costs me money to speculate order those. So I only order what I'm pretty confident is going to sell. The same goes for the printed portion of the kit. If you are wanting, in addition to the subscription box, you were wanting the printed large journal kit, the printed planner kit, the printed mini kit, then definitely get that ordered, okay? All right. Yes, you're happy with the fix. We fixed it. So I'm just heating this up to help speed the drying process, because I do not want this page to be too wet when I go to the next portion. And I really should have started with a different element of the page, but we're going to just go with it. we'll do this and we'll come back to it. So I'm going to start with the inside. I sprayed the other side so it'll be drying, so that when I get ready to glue things, it'll be a little bit easier. So I've got one of the printables from the kit. This is basically one of the inside cover elements. I'm going to cut this at 3 inches. Then I'm going to cut a 2-inch piece. Okay. And then I'm going to cut a 1-inch piece. We won't use the 1-inch piece yet, but I'm going ahead, since I have the paper cutter, getting that out of the way. So I'm just going to set this aside. And I'm just using the Fiskars rotary paper cutter. Did you know, Robin learned something new last week when she came over to my house, that this little strip on your paper cutters, especially the Fiskars ones, this comes out. So if you take this little, I can't get it right now. Well, it comes out. You can pop this out and you can rotate it. And that way you have a new cutting surface. So you basically have 1, 2, flip it over, 3, and 4. So if your blade doesn't seem to be cutting very well, flip over that little strip, the cutting strip. Oh, I meant to do this one more thing. I'm going to rotate this around because this is going to be my top. I'm going to put it at the 2.5-inch mark. You can use your ruler. I like using my cutting board as a scoring surface. So if you have one of those scoreboards, you could use that. I got rid of mine. It was just one more thing that was in my way. Yes, this is a printable. So that's a printable page that goes with the large journal kit. So you can print it, or you could do the physical kit, or. All right, so we've got this piece and we've got this piece that's going to go in there. I'll add some distress inks around the edges. How is everybody? Y'all been good? Y'all had a good week? I had a good week. I've been busy. Oh my goodness. I've added a bunch of new rubber stamps to my shop. I am sending out some orders. I am waiting on some rubber stamps from Beeline Designs. Poor Beverly has not felt well, so she has she sent me a message that I'm so sorry. I know you have orders. I have not felt well for about 3 weeks. She doesn't have COVID. It's all respiratory and allergy related, she said. Don't want to share too much, but she's doing okay. So she said she recruited some family members to help. So hopefully they will do their part and help her get the orders done. Hey, Robin. Oh, yeah. Meanie is Morgan. Meanie is Morgan. Thank you for your donation, Meanie. Or Morgan. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Morgan. I love these colors, too. When I told Norella that I wanted a bright kit, she's like, okay. So she gave me a sample, and I said, no, that's too pastel. I want brighter. Bump it up. So she bumped it up, and I said, yes, like that. So I made her get out of her comfort zone. So those of you that are like, man, that's too bright, go with it, play with it. You will find that it's easier than you think. All right, so I'm just gluing this 2-inch strip across the top of this sheet music. Yes, I know we're covering up the music, but I wanted to have a little more color on this side. Now, prior to the live stream, I took some of that green linen paper that I have and I sprayed / painted with Tattered Angels. So I sprayed the blue water Tattered Angels, and then I used a paint brush that had been dipped in water to help smear that out. Then I tore it into smaller pieces. Basically, I took an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. I tore off the outside edges. Then I tore it in half and then tore it in half. So I end up with 4 pieces. So this is going to go right here inside my journal. I'm going to flip this around. So kind of in the middle here. And I'm just going to glue this down. Oh yeah, it does look like blue print sketch and a pink. You could use that. Maybe mix the picked raspberry with it. If you like that distress oxide, and create your own colors if you already have them of a background. All right, so I'm just going to glue this down. And I just had my bone folder. So I put enough glue that when I use my bone folder, it kind of smushes it out to the edge. Some people use glue stick. I don't like glue stick because projects that I made 20 years ago where I used glue stick, they've come apart. So that's why I like using the Aleene's Tacky Glue. I do put a little bit of water in it when I put my refill my smaller bottle, and I shake it really well. So it makes it not quite as thick, just a little bit runnier. And it may look like I'm putting a ton of glue, but I barely touched it to that surface. All right, so we're just going to come in here and do this one as well. All right, so we're just kind of layering up on our page here, and this is going to become a pocket at the top. So I folded this edge and glued it down. Yes, Morgan, I did get your email. I have not responded to all of them yet, but I did see it. So thank you, Morgan. I am working on some stuff. I think you have a prize. I don't remember if you have an order, but I know you have a prize. So I will be sending out your goodies. Hopefully this week I will get to some of them. I have to have enough money for shipping. So thankfully, since I've gotten a bunch of my subscription orders, I have a little extra that can go towards shipping fees. And I had to order some boxes, and then I was out of ink. I was having a week. I mean, let me tell you, I was out of ink, so I couldn't process some of my orders, because I have to print a packing label and the packing slip. I couldn't get that to work. I was like, good grief, people, come on. Alrighty, so my page is still damp. I've got that far. What do you think so far? Yes, you did it right, Morgan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Mary. Thank you so much. So, but wait, we're not done yet. Do y'all follow me on Instagram and or Facebook? If not, you should. I post some cool things. I posted making these little faux postage. I used a new rubber stamp. Where'd it go? Got this new little rubber stamp that Norella helped me with designing it. She created this type of an image for my Dancing Dragonfly kit. Couldn't get the words out. And I said, hey, can you send me that as an image so I can use it to make a rubber stamp? So she designed it, and then I cut it with my laser, and then I colored it with Tattered Angels Glimmer Mists. So I used the green that's in the Tattered Angels for Dancing Dragonflies, and I used that darker blue, and then I went over, you see that it glitters? I used the Tulip Dimensional Glitter Paint. This is an old bottle. It was $3.99. I don't know what I'm going to do now that Hobby Lobby took away their 40% off coupon. I'm going to have to find another place where I can buy things that they don't put those stuff on sale. Usually I go in there and I buy whatever's on sale. Very rarely do I pay full price or anything because I don't have a lot of money. So I try to do the best I can. By the way, if you make a donation, you get a discount in my shop. Just make sure that you message me at my website, lindaisrael.com, the contact me form, and say, hey, I'm so-and-so on YouTube. I donated. And then that way, I can add you to the YouTube donators membership. Okay, what do you think? So I took a piece of book page and I sprayed it with the dark blue. So it was deep blue that's in the Tattered Angels kit, and ripped it out. And that's my little layer there. All right, so down here on the bottom, we're going to put one of the dragonfly images that comes in the kit right about there. So I'm going to glue that in place. Yeah, you ordered that dragonfly stamp. I saw. Thank you, Connie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I thought it was pretty cool. All right, so we're going to lay that right here. I like trying to get my pockets down early as I can so that they'll dry. Seems like that's crooked. Before I need to put anything in it. Here is another little element from the kit. It says dragonfly symbolism. The dragonfly is associated with change and transformation. A dragonfly carries with it the wisdom of transformation and adaptability. So we're going to make this a tuck spot as well. Let me get my words out. Did you know that dragonflies are 95% proficient in their hunting skills? So they go out 100 times, and 95 times that they're after their prey that they're hunting, they get it. Did you know that a African, is it a Bengal tiger? Their hunting is 10%. So if they go out 100 times, they only get 10 of those. Can you believe that difference? Big difference. Yeah, I'm tongue-tied today. Hey, Vienna, welcome. Got to use my new cut. All right, so we made a little tuck spot here. We got a little tuck spot there. This is in the kit, and I added some glitter paint to that. I just love how it shimmers. And it is I think she may have called, I think this may be a lotus. Some people call them water lilies, but I think that may be a water lily. There is a lotus in here too. I sent a list to Norella and said, these are the types of flowers that a dragonfly likes. And so she was searching in all of her library of flowers, and then of course she had to alter them. Tigers are big, easier seen by its prey. Exactly. Yeah, you were watching nature programs with Linda. Isn't that cool so far? Okay. So next I have a new stamp set, and this is part of the Find Your Wings set. So they have these little labels, and there's even a blank one that I have words that fit. And so what I did, I thought I'd tell you about this, is if you take a scrap of paper, let's just grab one. Let's grab a scrap of paper so that I can show you. All right, so we got a scrap of paper. Yeah. And then I want a paintbrush I can dip into my paint. I got a paintbrush. Okay, so now I've got the Tattered Angels. So I'm going to shake it. All right, so hang on to it or spray it into a paint tray, because I dumped paint all over my desk today. That's why my fingers are blue, because I was trying to clean it up. And then we're going to come in here, and I'm just kind of watercoloring. So the heavier that you put it on, the darker it's going to be. Okay, I'm going to clean this out. Let's change colors just so I can show you a different lily pad. Somebody's messaging me. Uh-oh. Robin's computer froze. She'll be right back. Hey, Connie, thank you so much for your donation. All right, so now I'm doing lily pad. And so if I watercolor that, like I said, you can go really dark or you can be really light. And then once that's dry, we'll just do it with this one just so you can see. So I'm going to hit my heat tool on it because you want it dry. If you try to stamp on it too soon, I feel that it causes a reaction with the ink, and so it doesn't really stay on the surface. It kind of sinks down into the surface. All right, so we just kind of dried that a little bit. And then I've got the, actually, yeah, we'll do Find Your Wings and then I'll. So let's put that, let's put it this way. We'll just do it right over the purple. So then we have Find Your Wings. You see that? Or if you want, where is it? Ah, there we go. It's right here for a second. I've got the little tiny postcard. Did y'all know I have a library card stamp? And did you know that it had a spelling error on it? Thank you to Barb Dingwell for letting me know so I could fix it. And there's the postcard. So see how you can make that really customizable by stamping on that? We'll save that for another day. For another day. All right, so we're going to put this dragonfly right there. Sometimes I stamp all over my page. Sometimes, yes, Connie donated. Connie donated $3. So we have Morgan, Robin, and Connie. All right, we'll put that right there. And then I used the dragonfly from that same set and colored it. I watercolored in the background and then colored the dragonfly. Stamped it first, then watercolored it, because I wanted the color in certain areas, not the whole thing. Glue it down. Okay, I'm looking. All right. So then I save, here's my, see this that has scraps in it? Whenever I make the labels for my rubber stamps, I end up cutting off these strips. And I've saved them. This is a paper sack that I cut off the bottom for when I made a journal cover out of a paper sack. So it was the perfect size. So I'm saving them, and then I would stamp on those strips, and it's perfect sizing. So this is my junk. This is some of my junk right here, not including the book page in the back of the music page. And I thought that would be kind of cute right there. So it kind of pops off the page. Oh, you were playing with the mini postcard stamp yesterday, Margie. Yay! I hope you had fun with it. So there's you an idea of using that. All right, so we've got all these. And I didn't make this into a booklet, but I thought y'all can do that. I've got so much I wanted to show you. We're going to put that right there. Where is it? I'm missing. Ah, here we go. This is a image that Norella had little wings on the back. That goes there. And then we had this little journal card that we're going to put back there. Then I have the word search that comes in the kit. Thank you, Margie. Thank you so much. I'm glad it was awesome. And we're going to put that in here. Hopefully my pocket is dry. But I need something for here, so let's work on that. So I have an artist trading card size piece of paper. I'm going to lay it in my spray box here. I'm going to grab the Dancing Dragonflies. This is the color that comes in the subscription box. Thank you, Connie. Thank you so much. I'm trying to make some cool stamps for y'all. Now, the postcard, I designed the whole thing. It was individual elements that I put together digitally to be able to make it. So I'm just kind of spritzing that with the Dancing Dragonflies. We're going to heat tool it. Heat tool it. Teeny tiny is your thing. Well, I have a teeny tiny library card laying here somewhere. Alrighty. Again, I want it dry so that when I go to stamp, the ink will go. I'm going to go ahead and round the corners and ink the edges. That'll give me a little bit longer for that Tattered Angels to dry before I stamp on top of it. Okay, teeny tiny. Artist trading card is 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches, if you didn't know. A playing card, like you would play card games with, is 2.5 by 3 inches. And this is my new journal line stamp. Dadgummit, I forgot. Robin will have to look it up. It's brand new. I just got it in there. Hey, Heather. Hey. So I'm going to ink this up. And we're going to center it. So I'm trying to get over the top of it. I'm a little crooked, but you get the idea. And there's a little journal card with lines on it. I kind of like that it's wonky because that shows it's handmade. It does. It shows it's handmade. And that's going to go right there. All right, I think this side is done. Do we have lots of stuff there? And there's plenty of room for you to add more things. All right, we're going to flip this over. Let's work on this side. I've got a little piece of cardstock that I cut at 5 1/4 inches. This is that 1 inch strip. That's the width of the page. I'm just folding it in half so that I can cut it in half. And then we're going to take this piece. Wait, I don't know why I put my scissors down. And I'm going to trim it to fit on this piece of cardstock. If you don't have cardstock, take a couple of book pages and glue them together and it'll get thick enough. Thank you, Morgan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The mini micro journal again. Yeah, that would be fun, Range, to do those little ones. Little bitty journals. All right, so I'm just going around the edge. I think I forgot to do that on my sample on this one, so we'll do it a little bit. All right, so now I'm going to take this strip and glue it on top of my pocket element. So just add a little glue down the sides here. We're just a gluing. Anybody know that song? We're out or on the front porch, just a swinging. All right, so I'm going to glue this down as a pocket in this bottom corner. So glad to have you here, Giovanna, because Giovanna watches all of my videos, every single one of them. All right, let's put this right here. Did y'all go back and watch the tutorial on the scrappy sprayed papers that I made? I think that posted Wednesday last week. We used the page in Monday's live stream last week, but I did the tutorial later. Do I put things on both sides of my journal cards? Not really, Julie. It just kind of depends on my mood. Sometimes I am trying to use a piece of junk, so I may put something on both sides if it is got something on it on both sides. But generally, if it's blank on one side, I don't put anything on it. Sometimes I might, but not really. Depends on how much time I want to spend. All right, so here's our start. We're going to work on this in a little bit, but let's finish this side. So here's another little image that comes in the kit. I'm just kind of positioning it right now. Uh-oh, where's my piece of paper? I'm missing. Thankfully, I got another. That one's going to go up here, so I'll go ahead and glue this down. Probably about an inch down from there as a little tuck spot. And put it, oh, right about there. Okay. And then I've got the Dragonfly number 1. I'm going to ink that up. And I'm going to stamp it right here. And then I'll stamp it. See, we can see the music. Okay, I didn't cover up the music all the way. And then we're going to put this one over here so it just kind of peeks out. Okay. So I want a little something here. And I did this out of order and showing you how I was putting it together. So we're going to use a scrap that I have here left over from my sample. It's okay, I'm using things up. Oh, thank you, Margarita. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you so much, Sherry. I always get that wrong. Is it Sherry or Cherie? I know it's spelled differently for some people, and I'm just a dumb okie, so please forgive me. All right, so I think what I want, I've already torn this side. I want it to fit in here, so I'm just going to take my paper and fold it over. Thank you so much for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ah, Rain's just got 60 junk books. Oh, I did paint my nails. You probably can't see it because of the Tattered Angels all over them. Poke, poke, nudge, nudge. All right, it's time to get in on the raffle. I just tore that. So now I'm going to apply some Distress Inks around the edges. I'm going to take this little piece, and it's going to be right here. But I'm going to glue it as a tiny, tiny tuck spot. So I'm just going to put glue down the top and sides, but leave what I call the left side open. And I'm going to put it right here. Okay, let's glue this piece down. We're going to do the raffle here in just a moment. Enter the raffle. Enter the raffle. Come down just a tad. Here's my foam folder. And let's stamp Find Your Wings right here. So this was a page that I sprayed with Tattered Angels, and I'll show you here in just a moment. I got out of order. All right, we got one more thing that I want to make for this side of the page, and then we will move our stuff around. I may need that in a little bit, so we'll put it right there. You could use a glass of wine, like fake wine. Wine, okay. Like, sherry. Okay, sherry wine. Okay. Far from done. Thank you, Margie. Sherry, baby. All right. I'm going to go ahead and glue this, and then we'll do the raffle because I forgot to put a prize together. There's so many things I have to do. All right, so I've just got a strip of paper that is 1.5 inches. And then I have a strip of batik fabric. I used it in another spot in the journal, so I thought it'd be good to put it here. We're going to go to the sewing machine, so I'll give you sewing lamb cam. And we're going to sew that here in just a moment while I move some things around. I feel like I need to clean my hands again. Alrighty. What can I do? Because I forgot. Alright, here's what we'll do. Okay. Ah! I'll save that one for here in just a moment. Okay. Bass coming up. All right, let's do the won't you come out tonight? Your phone ringtone, how funny, Sherry. So very fine, like strawberry wine. Gotcha, Sam. So glad to have you here, Sam. All right, let's do the giveaway. All right, the winner of 200 junk bucks is Margie. Like Margie needs more junk bucks. Let's reset that. Congratulations, Margie. Margie won 200 junk bucks. All right, so we're going to do a open giveaway. We're going to give away a Beeline Designs rubber stamp. This is called the Romantic Swirl. This is a medium-sized one. It comes in large and small. And it's really tiny. But that's what we're going to give away today. All right, let's go over to the sewing machine. So, sewing lamb cam. And what I'm going to do is stitch on top of this. My glue is pretty much in the center. And I've just kind of flattened this out just a little bit. And we're going to do a zigzag stitch on here. All right, let's get the camera. Uh-oh. Why isn't it available? What happened? Uh-oh. Ah, there we go. Maybe now. Hey! We have camera action. I guess my heat tool is right next to where this plugs into my computer. Thank you so much for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Nadine. Thank you so much for your donation. All right, so we're going to stitch down here. I'm using a regular sewing machine. I've got a zigzag stitch set on 2 and 2. I'm using regular needle, regular thread. I hardly ever change my needle. And we're just going to stitch. I stitch fast, unless it's a difficult material. And then when I get to the corner, I leave the needle down, pick up the presser foot, rotate, and then I get a nice squared corner. Stitching away. All right, so now I've made that piece. Got it? Good. Let's go back over here to the main video. So now I'm going to take this piece, looking at my center, and I'm going to glue it right down the middle of my page. Okay? But I'm going to glue it the top and the bottom. And that's going to be a belly band. And then I'm going to show you what I'm going to put in the pocket. I'll put the stitches at the top. I went ahead and left some of the fabric sticking out. I thought it might look interesting. If you don't like it, when you get the journal, you can cut it off. All right, so we're going to toss this lamb aside. All right, so now I have a new stamp set that says specimen, figure number, what is that? I forgot what it's called. Location and evidence. Evidence, that's the other one. That's a new stamp set that I have that matches the Find Your Wings and fits inside there. So you can stamp it, stamp the frame, then stamp the word, stamp the word, stamp the frame, however you want to do it. And I thought I'd put that right here. We need a squirrel! Yes, you can pull the threads to fray the edges. Exactly. This one's a little frayed up here. I haven't done it. This one was cut, so you can just pull these little threads a little bit. We need a squirrel. Somebody needs to make a little squirrel image. All right, so I'm just going to kind of leave that frayed. Yeah. You see that? Kind of frayed the edge. Let's set this aside here in a moment. Oh, wait, I got to put stuff on the side. So here's our little postcard. That's going to go right there. We have another little file folder that comes in the kit. I'm going to use my bone folder on it, so it'll lay flat. We're going to put that right there. Isn't that cute? It's so cute. And then I have from the journal kit one of these cards. I have this card that I put some tattered or the tulip. Love the frayed edge. Thanks, Morgan. Put that in there. And then here's another one that I put the tulip dimensional glitter paint on. Put that right there. Oh, so we need to make something for this side. It's time for a drink. No, Sherry, they are not clear. They are gray rubber. So here is one of my stamps. It has the cling on the back. They are art rubber. They will last a long time. They're heavier duty compared to the clear stamps. They are cling mounted. Yep. And then the ones by Beeline are red. Mine are gray. Beeline's are red. That's how you'll know the difference. Mine will be gray. Beeline's will be red, but they're both rubber. Hers is the press method where they make a matrix board out of magnesium, I think. And then they press it into a matrix board that's kind of like a, and I may have the wrong terms. I think it's like a bake-like material. And then you put a piece of rubber. You use 900 pounds of pressure and heat, and that forms the stamp. I'm using a laserable rubber. So what I'm doing is I tell it the image, and it lasers away everything that isn't the black mark. So this was the black, and everything in between is lasered away. So you've got some texture. You see the texture there? Texture. All right, so this side. Get out all my tools. Oh, paintbrush. Rubber stamps. I need my rubber stamp block. This is my new, I think I called it Daisy Border. I haven't added this other stamp yet, but I will. All right, so what I need is to put this pile of stuff over here. All right, let's make that part first. I'm trying to get my sample ready. So I have a book page that I sprayed, mainly kind of going around the outside edges of it. And it is approximately, I'll just measure it so you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 3/4 ish by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 inches in size. Do it whatever size you want. We're going to do something with this in just a moment. And then I've got a 8.5 by 11 sheet of this brown linen paper that I want to change the color. So I'm going to get my spray box out. I've got the Dancing Dragonflies Tattered Angels. I'm going to shake it up. Let me look at my sample. And we're going to spray. I want this to really sink into the page, so I'm wetting my paintbrush just a little. So we're just kind of helping that color the whole page. So it gives it a whole different look. Let's dry it real fast. Fast, fast, fast. Yeah, they are rubber. Yeah. Gray. They're gray. All right, let's get this going. I'm going to set this aside for just a moment. And I'm going to do something I've never done before, and that's use an envelope punch board. I got this envelope punch board 5 or 6 years ago, probably now. It was on clearance, or it was on sale for like a couple of bucks, like $3. I think I got it at Tuesday morning. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to line it up. If you have one of these punch boards, I'm lining it up with the dead center here. I'm going to punch. So it makes this little notch across there. And then I'm going to come over to about the 2 1/4 inches on this side and punch. So we got a little notch there. And I'm going to put this away so it's out of the way. Put up, put it up, put it up, put it up. See, I still have the instructions. I've never used it to make an envelope but once, and it irritated me, so I didn't do it again. But I didn't get rid of it. Auburn and I were talking about getting rid of stuff, and I didn't get rid of it, and I saw somebody's tutorial where they showed how to make their own little tab. I thought, oh, I got an idea. All right, so I'm going to use my cutter because I am a cheater, and I don't cut straight. So I'm just going to line this up right where that cut is. I'm going to take my cutter blade and put it right where that starts and cut that across. Ta-da! Didn't that look like a file folder? All right, so now I'm going to round this corner. I'm using the 1/4 inch crocodile. I like this crocodile. I seem to always manage to get my paper in all the way. Did I cut that off? I did. I'm going to cut this strip off because I don't want all that text. And it'll make my file folder just a little bit smaller. Might help if I get it in the right spot. Who knows? We may use that for something someday. We'll just throw it in my box of stuff. You love your punch board, your envelope punch board? I hardly ever, use some tools, but some tools are, really good friends. I am going to make a rubber stamp. I've got a sample here. Where is it? that is a file folder tab. And I'm going to have the month. So you have the single month, January, February, March, April, May. And then you'll be able to cut those out. And those will be page tabs. So that's my prototype I've been playing with. Okay, so now I'm going to take this and come down just a tad. So we have that upper portion. And we're going to fold this over. Does that look like a file folder? All right, so now we're going to take our Distress ink and go around the edges. You won again, Safina? That's awesome. Whoop, whoop. All right, so I'm just going to go around the edge here. This is a good technique to use on those junky papers that you really don't want to use other than maybe for a foundation, because I'm going to cover up most of the text. That's why I was really concentrating when I sprayed this on the outside edge. Okay. Now this should be somewhat dry, so I'm going to use my file folder as my guide. And it is about 4 1/4 inches. So if I cut a 4-inch, I may go 3.75. And it is about 6 1/2 inches. So if I go 6 inches tall, yeah, 6 1/4. Do 6, that'll be a nice center. So we're going to do 6 1/4. Okay. And that's where that strip came from earlier that I used. That's where it came from. And now we're going to do 3 3/4 of an inch. We have, oops, 1, 3 3/4 of an inch. And then we're going to have another piece left over. So we want all those pieces. Well, now we're going to go around the edges with Distress ink. Thank you, Margie. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, yeah, the pennant border. We're going to use that here in a moment. Or no, I'm just going to show it to you. I had to think about it. I have one more tutorial thingy, and we need to make some journal cards. All right, so we've got those. I'm going to go around the edge. Add some distressing. Yeah, maybe you should go get a lottery ticket for sure. I guess I could have possibly cut these all equal size, but I wanted the 3 different pieces. So let me look here. Yeah, so this one's a different size than these two. Just grab a paper. All right, so I'm just going to rub this over the edge of my desk to get it to lay flat. It's drying, so it'll cause paper to curl a little bit. All right, so this goes over here and this goes over there. Okay, so now we've got a new rubber stamp. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's get our archival ink. Thank you for your donation. And I've got the little daisy border stamp. Which way did I go? I'm going to go this way. All right. So I've got the flower facing me. And I'm going to stamp down here at the bottom. Flip it over. I'm going to stamp on the bottom again. You know, because the top and the bottom, they're reversible, exchangeable. So now I'm going to stamp down the middle sides. You see what we did? We made a little frame. I'm going to do that a couple more times. It's hard for me on some of these tutorials that I want to show you to prep everything up front, because part of what I'm doing... Oh, thank you, Giovanna. Giovanna must like this one. She hasn't donated in a little bit. Sometimes, you know, part of the whole process is what I need to show you, like colorizing your own paper. And if you had, say, a book page or junk mail and you wanted to create writing space, and I've showed this in other tutorials, you can paint it with an acrylic craft paint, and then you'll be able to use that piece as a writing space. All right, I'm going to put my stamp up. Okay. This over here. Beverage. All right, so we got these pieces. So this piece is going to go on the front, but that way, just a little bit. So I'm going to glue this one down because I have plans for another element that I've got to make. And by doing it this way, I'm using all the papers, or almost all of it. So I'm just kind of leaving a little border. That's why we just sprayed that outside edge. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to open this up. Where did my other piece go? Did I just do that wrong? No. Okay, that's just weird. I just had that piece of paper. I'm losing my mind. Where'd it go, y'all? How come I can't see it? I just stamped 4 of those. You've got to be kidding me. What did I just do with it? Thank you so much, Giovanna. Wow. I can't believe I just lost that piece of paper. It could not have gotten far. Oh, wait. I found it! My sample is over there, and I had closed the sample to look at the front, and that's where it was. I was like, this is crazy. It was right here. I didn't want to be one of those people on my video. Story of my life. It's right under your nose, Linda. Can't you sniff it out? Nope, apparently not. I did get to spend some time with Robin last week. She came over. Of course, she comes over to do laundry, but I end up talking with her, and she was working on a project, so I was giving her ideas. And I you know, cheap slave labor. So I extorted her. Said, you want to use my laundry machine facilities, then you can do something for me. Yeah, you're not the only one, Morgan. Yeah, it's right in front of you. You cannot find it. All right. Ta-da! So now I've got the word explore, and that's going to go right there on the tab. It happens. So I'm just gluing this right here. I know this was complicated, so I had to take some time. All right. So now, oh, how funny. You found something you lost by looking at a picture that I took of the area. So kind of like those seek find photos where they say, find the 7 odd items or these items, comb, brush, you know, whatever. That's funny. Okay, so we're on this side and I've got the word nature. Can you tell how short my thumbnail is? It broke and it hurt really bad. We got there in the end. Yep, exactly. We found it eventually. I broke my thumbnail and I had babied it along. I had, you know, being the crafter that I am, I glued a piece of fabric to my thumb and got it all nice and even and sanded it with my emery board. And I painted it. If y'all didn't know, last week my nails were purple. Well, when I went to redo my nails, that split was not going to stay together. And it was cut all the way down to the quick. And it hurt last week really bad. But I had to wait. But it's sore right now. Where's Waldo? There you go, Robin. Yes, like where's Waldo? All right, so we got that side. Okay, so I want to show you how, I think we have a couple of minutes. So here's what I did. I made a library pocket to fit my stamped library card. And I used the sketched wildflowers that I painted with Tattered Angels. I used one of the dragonflies, you know, 1 through 4. And I stamped in the title. That's where the error was on my original stamp. I had tittle instead of title. Aspire to be amazing. And it's the same font as the library card 2. So these match. So if you get library card 1, it's more of a straight up and down. And then this kind of has that rounded, funky edge to it. So I took a piece of paper and we'll just do it out of a scrap so you can see what I mean. So I got a scrap of paper here and I'm looking at it. How wide does it need to be to go around my card? Okay, so we're going to do this on the fly, so to speak. So I know, it looks like if I were to cut this to be 4 1/4 inches, that would give me a little bit of space here. So I'm cutting that off, okay? And this works great for scraps of paper that you have. So now what I want to do is, I know I want to cover up this hole. If I were using book text, I may go to where the edge of the writing is. And I'll put a little glue on that. Okay. In this case, I wanted this to come up not too far, about 1 inch. So I'm just going to come up about 1 inch. And then this piece, depending on the size of your book page, it may be too tall to fold it in half. If you need to make it shorter, you can. I'll just do it for the sake of being easy. Fold this in half. This is not glued down yet, okay? Fold this in half. I'll go ahead and put some glue in here. So this will work out of a text weight paper. So you don't have to do it on cardstock if you don't have it. If you have cardstock, you can do it on that. All right, so we glued that together. That's okay if it's not straight. You can always trim it. Now this is where I would spray it with Tattered Angels, okay? And then I would think, okay, what do I want to do next? So I want to put my card in here. And what I did was I folded this edge. I kind of cheated, so I don't know. Y'all be looking down at my belly. So I've got the edge of my desk here. So I just kind of lined this up. There's the edge right there. And folded this over the edge of my desk. So I had a little ridge. You see that? And I'll score it. And I'm going to do it. I just want a little bit extra, okay? So it doesn't go all the way to that edge. I'm going to do that again on the edge of my desk. Now, my craft mat happens to sit out from the edge of my desk, so that works out pretty good. If you don't have an edge like that, you could always use a ruler and score it. All right, so we're getting our pocket. You see how we're getting our pocket? So now what I want to do is I want to cut this at an angle here, cut that at an angle there, and then this piece right here, just so I can see it. We'll do the same over here so you get, we're going to cut this piece off. Now, if you can't cut a straight line like me, use your paper cutter, use your craft knife and a ruler. Be creative. So when I got to this corner, I'm just going at a diagonal, going at a diagonal, and then this I'll fold to the inside, that I'll fold to the inside. So now there's our library pocket. Then what I did was I stamped it with one of the French correspondence, and then you glue these tabs. So we'll just do that for y'all. And now your library card, I don't want to get it in the glue, will fit right in your pocket. Okay, like that. All right, so I showed you how to make that. So I'm going to take this pocket that I made and we're going to glue it down. I used one of the little dragonflies. Oh yeah, we've got a little extra that at the end we're going to be putting on the journal. Robin has been creating journal charms or dangles. Oh, which reminds me, I need to fix it. One of the charms fell off, so I got to fix it. She is now selling those in her shop. So I asked her to take some supplies for me, and I'll show them to you. And she used some of her supplies, and I gave her very little supply, but I gave her some supplies. And she made a journal charm. All right, so there is our pocket. This part's dry, I know, so I can go ahead and put my card there. And then this is from the kit. So I'm going to stick that. Where's my sample? Yeah. In the back there. Okay. But I need to make something else to go right here. But wait! There's more! Oh, dear. Come off the page. Let go of the things. All right. So here's some more junk. I need to clean my hands again. They're getting dirty. Yeah, does it bode well on you winning the Journus? We shall see. You have to claim it. Hey, there's more. We got to make a journal card. I don't always take the time to make journal cards anymore because I'm always so busy. So I really wanted to spend a little bit more time. I mean, I know technically it's only one page layout that I showed you how to make. But there was so much stuff in this one page, right? That you could take all of these techniques that I showed you and put one on a different page and have a ton of different ideas you could use. All right. So last week I showed y'all making mop-up papers and sprayed papers for backgrounds and elements. So this is one of the pages where I had sprayed the Dancing Dragonflies stencil. It comes in the subscription box with different colors of the Dancing Dragonflies Tattered Angels Glimmer Mists kit. Oh, my camera's off. And mopped it up. So this is my page that I made. And this is a Canvas Corp scrap that apparently when they cut it, they were off, so it's not lined up, so they couldn't use this to sell their product. So that's my junk. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go to the back side of my book page. I'm going to put glue on this side of this 6x6 piece of paper. It is cardstock weight, probably 100 pounds, and it was laser printed. So I'm trying to get some glue all the way out to the edge. And otherwise, you know, all you have is this white back. You may not use it. Well, this is how I'm going to use it. I'm lining it up with the text on this book page. And then I'm going to use my bone folder. Make sure I don't pick up any glue. And I may even go on this side. All right, so now I've glued that together, okay? I'm going to take my paper cutter. We're going to cut off the excess paper. You could use your scissors, use your craft knife. You don't have to have a fancy paper cutter. I just like using the paper cutter because it goes straight. We're going to go down this edge. And we need to go down this edge. I need to flip my cutter over so I can cut better. I use my cutter a lot. I do. I missed a spot there because I need to turn my cutting mat over. Put that in the scrap bin, out of the way. No, stay. All right. And I got a smudge on it, but this is a 6x6, and I want to rotate it because I want this text going the wrong way, so you're not tempted to read it. So we're just going to cut this at 3 inches. We have 2 pieces. All right, so now I'm going to round the corner of the top here. You know what? I'll go ahead and make both of them. And we're going to make this our next prize. All right, so we got these 2 pieces. I'm going to use my Distress inks and go around the edge. Okay. So now we're making a tag. I'm not going to put fibers in it. You may if you want to. I don't like the bulk. All right, so we got that piece. I'm going to move that over. Here I have another one of those pages that I sprayed with Tattered Angels. But to get a different effect, you kind of see that dotting. I have a little bottle. It's a hairspray bottle size, one of the travel bottles. And I should really mark this, but it's alcohol. So this pink bottle is alcohol. And so I sprayed it with Tattered Angels and then spritzed it a couple of times with the rubbing alcohol. And it causes it to have some little droplets. Thank you, Janice, for your donation. I think it's just a neat mixed media technique to get a little bit more texture. We're not adding a lot of bulk because we're doing it with basically thinner, almost translucent products. So it's not going to add a lot of bulk to your paper. So it's perfect even on copy paper like I have here. Now we're going to get out the sketched wildflowers. And we're going to get my ink pad and we're going to stamp this on this paper. So I'm just going to stamp it twice. 1. And I'm going to leave enough space that I can tear it out. I think I need to re-ink my ink pad. See if we can do better this time. To get better impressions, let your stamp rest on your page for a moment, and that will help get that ink to transfer. It's not the pressure, it's the amount of time that you let that ink transfer to your page. So see how this is a little bit darker because I waited. All right, so now we're going to rip this out. Rip it out. Rip it out. I'm trying to keep my finger close enough to my image that I don't rip the image. So I just kind of tore around it. I'm going to do that again. We got prizes. We're going to make 2 of these little cards. Save this. There's some still usable real estate here. It's going in the bin. Rip it off. All right, so we got those 2 pieces. But wait, there's more. We're going to grab a paintbrush. I've got golden orange. I've got lily pad. And I have deep pink. So again, we're going to use our Tattered Angels like it is watercolor. I was looking for my little palette, and I don't see one. Oh, here it is. Because I keep doing this where I'm dumping it. So just take a couple of sprays to start with. That way you're not wasting a lot. If your paintbrush is a little bit wet, that helps. And I'm going to come in here and just loosely watercolor the flowers. This is what I did on the library card, just kind of watercolored in. And I'm basically making a similar look, but we're doing it in layers instead of stamped directly on our paper. Okay, so there's one. Do I need to zoom in so you can see better? More! Let me see if that works. Is that a little better? A little closer? You can see my fingernails a little better. So I'm just going to come in here. If you add a little bit of water to your Tattered Angels in the palette like this, it'll water it down and won't be as thick, because this is pretty vibrant. But I wanted that because I sprayed it on this purple Tattered Angel, so I needed it to be a little deeper. Okay, go over here. I accidentally touched the page, so there's a dot. Okay, you see that? All right, so I'm gonna clean out my brush. You need some iced tea? I'm the one doing all the talking. I'm gonna grab the yellow, golden orange. It's a darker orangey yellow that I thought would work better, again, because we are working on the purple paper. And see, I did it again. I was going to spray it, and I ended up opening the top. This is how I usually do it, because I don't like spraying it in the palette. Number one, I can't ever find it. And then when I do find it, I'll have some Tattered Angels in it, and then I'll flip it over. But I've knocked my bottles over, I don't know, 3 or 4 times. I've knocked over a Tattered Angels that had the lid open. You see that? There, I just knocked over my glue. I'm just going to do the center. Okay. Clean the brush. Too late, I'm back. Dish some dirt on Robin. Sorry, you missed it. Missed the opportunity. So now I'm just going to take my brush and just kind of watercolor the stems. Okay, you see how I did that? So this one I kind of came down. And it helps when you have one of these longer brushes. You see that? If I show it on the desk, they're almost 3/4 of an inch long. I just like the way that looks. Okay. Put the lid on, Linda. Put the lid on. All right, so let's go around the edges. And I'm going to get rid of this by dumping it out. Because if I don't, I'll end up dumping it on me. I know it's wasteful. Buy more Tattered Angels, y'all. So this is the sketched wildflowers. When I was looking for images that I wanted to have, and I'm just going to be honest with you, I do get some vintage clip art that gives me the rights to turn it into rubber stamps. And there's some that I've hand drawn. And then there's some that Norella has made. And there's some that I've digitally put together. All right, so there's those two pieces. So here's what we're going to do next. These are going to go down here on the bottom. Trying to get within the picture here. Shop till you drop, people. Well, hey, Rhonda. No, I haven't mailed your stuff yet. Henry cut more stamps Saturday. And I got them cut up yesterday. Now I've got to mount them on the cushion. And I'm not very good at it, y'all. So please don't make fun of my cushion mounting capabilities. If you're picky about it, then I'll send you the cushion and the stamp separately. Just tell me so in the checkout. No, Linda, I want to do my own. You're awful. All righty. Guess what we're going to use that I haven't used in a while? Cheesecloth. So I'm just kind of separating this a little bit. That'll be good. I don't need a whole lot. And I've already got one ready, so we'll do this one right now. All right. Getting my spray box again. And you can see where I've used this box before, so I'm just going to shake up the lily pad. And we're spraying that. We're going to go back to the main camera so it's a little bit not so zoomed in. They look fine to you? Hey, Janet. Hey. No way I take no liability on stamp mounts. Yeah, I understand, Rob, and I can imagine with you. I've seen you with scissors. Thank you, Margie. Thank you. I'm not perfect. Beverly uses a scroll saw, and she gets in there, even with these tiny little stamps, and she's taking this, I'll just do it with this one. She's taking the stamp and she's going down the side. And I'm like, I can't do it. I like my fingers. All right, so I've got another one made. And I think what I want to do is just put down a little bit of glue. Okay, put down a little glue. So even though I skipped a couple of steps, you know how we got this far. I had mop-up paper. It was a book page. I've mounted it to some junk mail, if you will, some junk, which was a packaging, you can say, product packaging. And then we've sprayed a piece of paper ahead of time. We colored it with Tattered Angels. It's Tattered Angels heavy, so my fingers keep getting messy. And then I stamped the Dragonfly #1 onto some watercolor. It's kind of the scraps that I had, and colored it in with the blue water Tattered Angels. And I went around it with Distress Inks, and we're just going to put that down right there. Okay. Okay, thank you, Margie. You got hand-mounted ones? Yeah. Well, Beverly does an amazing job. I'm doing it with a pair of scissors by hand. All right, we're going to glue that there. What do you think? You like the little journal card? Yeah, the green is really pretty, isn't it? It goes with so much. Now, you know, Robin was like, it's neon when she saw the color. It's too bright green. I said, it has to be bright green. That's how it goes with the kit. Look what I've done with it. All right. So I have an extra one of those that I made earlier. So I'm going to put 2 of these aside, and that'll be a raffle here in a moment. All right. But wait, there's more. So I want to take this and put it to where it will be on this side of our little envelope. But how are we going to do that, Linda? Well, we're going to make a creative tuck spot. So I've got a 1.5 inch by 1.5 inch square. Okay, square. It's square. It's square. And I'm going to put it on my rotary cutter because I can't cut straight without it. And I'm lining up the points where I know my blade cuts. I got glue on my fingers. I'm just going to line it up. You could use your X-Acto knife and a ruler. And I'm cutting that in half. Okay? So I'm going to show you. Let's do ruler. Here we go. Ruler. And we're going to grab... Alrighty now, Linda. What'd you do with it? Where are you tonight? There you are. Okay. So I've got this little triangle. We're going to zoom in so you know what I'm doing. Zooming! Hey, Julie! You use scissors, yeah? Definitely love the green. Thank you. Is Barb here? Hey, Barbara! How are you? You're never going to make it to 2,000. You're close. All right, so I'm just going to line this up on my mat here. Use my ruler, okay? And we're going to score down this edge. And I'm going to rotate it. And I'm just going to score down this edge. We're going to do that again. I'm trying. I don't know. This week I might be able to do a gel print class, workshop. Y'all ready for me to do some gel printing again? I have to see what my schedule is this week. If all I'm doing is gel printing, I can generally do it because I don't have to prep ahead of time. All right, so now I need my bone folder, and I'm going to take these little tabs and fold them, and then score it really well. This is a scrap of purple paper. Scrap of purple paper that I found on my desk. Come here. I can't even pick it up. My thumb hurts. Yes, please. Yeah, it's been a while to make it to a Thursday. We need jelly. Everybody's yelling to do jelly. All right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right. I don't have the same accent as he does. All right, so I'm just cutting off. I don't know why I'm doing it off camera other than I don't want it to be in the middle of my desk. I'm just cutting off those little tabs, okay? All right, so we got these two little pieces. So I'm going to grab a scrap of paper. And I haven't added this to my shop because I wasn't sure if I was going to like it. It's a teeny little flower. I don't know. I may call it single. I don't know what kind of flower to call this. What kind of flower would you call that? You see it? All right, so I'm going to stamp it in the middle. And then I'm going to stamp it on the edge and on the other edge. So it's got the whole corner. It got the whole corner in my hand. I'm the best jelly puller. Oh, thank you, Giovanni. You're so sweet. Hey, Marie. Welcome. Everybody's saying, yes, please. Yes, please. All right, all right, all right. Robin, I may need your help this week. All right. So then I went around that one. Close up the ink pad. Don't make a mess. What would you call that little flower? Call it teeny tiny flower stamp. Cosmos. It could be a cosmos. Yeah, you're right. It kind of is. It's 3 petals. 4 petals, I mean. Does a cosmos have more than that? Looks tropical. It could look tropical depending on how you colored it. Yeah. Okay. So now, where is it? Right here. We got this piece. And I want to really make sure this is scored. And the deeper these are, the better. honestly, but you can make it happen. As you can see, it's barely a quarter of an inch. So I'm going to slip it onto this corner. Okay? And then I'm going to come up here and slip it onto that corner. And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue. Ah! That's why it's better if it's bigger. It's better if it's bigger. It's more real estate to work with. And try not to drop it. And I'm going to do the bottom one too. I'm going to put my finger on it so it didn't fall off. Okay? So, I'm trying to keep it so it stays on. And then I'm going to gently lay it down, kind of in the center of this piece, but on the edge. And I'm going to gently pull out my card and kind of slide this up just a tad, so that there's actually a little bit more space in case my tag was a little tight. You know, I don't want it to be super, super tight. Teeny tiny cosmos. That's what she said. And then once that's dry, this will fit down in that little spot. What do you think? All right, we're going to put, cut this little, I forgot to put this on here. Where's the other one? Nature. Okay. Explore. Okay, so I need to do these opposite. So we're going to do that. Nature. And then we'll do explore on this one. So what do you think of the little file folder? You like it? And these are going to be extra. Cute! Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So now this piece is going in our belly band. Sliding here. Like that. So you've got this nice little letter package. And you've got additional writing space. But it's also something you could take out and write on it and give it to somebody. Put it in a greeting card. Mail it to somebody. You love the file folder? Well, thank you. I'm glad you do. I thought it'd be something different. If you don't have the punch board, look around your house, see if you have a file folder. And just use that as a guide and trace it. And here is my sample, the same concept. I just used a couple of different images inside here from the kit. Okay. Alrighty, so I have one more project that we're going to do. So I'm getting all my thingies. And then we're going to do the covers. And we'll put this together. When you worked, you did the filing? Yeah. So you know all about the filing. Thank you, Morgan. Exactly. Making your own custom file folders. Exactly. All right. So here's what we got now. What? We're going to make a little element that you can put in your junk journal. Okay. So here I have a 5.5 by 8.5 inch piece of chipboard. And you know, I never asked y'all this. Do you need a place where you can buy chipboard? Do I need to put some in my shop as packaging? Tell me how many you want in a package. They're roughly about 60 cents a sheet. That's what I could sell them for. Y'all enter the raffle. All right, so then I printed one of the journal pages from the Calico Collage kit. Poke, poke, nudge, nudge. Get in the raffle. And I'm going to cut this in half. I don't need my ink pad right now. So I'm going to cut it at 5.5 inches, which is in half. So now I have these two pieces. And we're going to go around the edge with distressing of these two pieces. Y'all get in on the raffle. Chipboard's always good. It's not too expensive other than it's kind of weighty. If you're getting a flat package, it's not so bad. It's if you're getting a bigger package, a box, that adding that additional weight. Never have enough chipboard. Well, maybe that's what I'll do, is I'll put some little packages of chipboard together. Maybe like a 10-pack or something. All right, so now what I'm going to do is glue this down. Oh, thank you, Barb, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You posted something you just did in the group, Julie? Well, I'm not going to go look. Is that okay? So I'm gluing around the outside edge. And I don't want to do that yet. Yes, I do. I can do it on this side. Yeah, okay. Yeah. And my chipboard looks like it's not the full size. I'm going to use my other paper cutter. I'll be right back. I don't like using my rotary for cutting chipboard. Layers of 6, you mean? Alright. Never have enough chipboard. Alright, let's see. That's okay, Julie says. Thank you so much for your donation, Barb, Janice, Giovanna, Cherry, Margie, Nadine, Margarita, Sherry, Constance, which is Connie, and Robin and Morgan. Thank you all. All right, let's go to the giveaway and pick a winner. The winner of the swirly stamp is Nadine Wheeler. Congratulations. I'm pretty sure I have your address, Nadine. If I don't, do make sure you go over to lindaisrael.com, use the contact me form, and give me your mailing address. Even better if you'll go ahead and create a user account. That way you'll get an email update when I mail stuff and know that it's going out. Okay. All right, so our next raffle, we're going to give away these two little cards. So I'm going to reset that. And we're going to say 2 collaged dragonfly journal cards and open giveaway. So that's what we're going to give away this time. Got a couple of those. Set this up here. All right, so I glued on this side. I kind of used my bone folder to smooth that out. We're going to flip this over. Yeah, this is the way I want it. And then I have here a piece of batik fabric. Your size of fabric is determined upon the size of pen. And I have, this is a ballpoint pen from the Dollar Tree. That's what it says. Ballpoint pen. Okay, I didn't have this much trouble getting the other one off. It just slid right off. All right, there we go. I broke it. So I've got this little pen that I thought was super cute. I thought it was kind of magical. So you can write with it. Again, it was from the dollar store. So look at the dollar store cute pens. And I want this pen to rest on this edge. So I kind of played around with my fabric to figure out how much I needed. In this case, I have almost 3 inches wide by about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 and 3/4 inches long. And I did it that way because this is kind of a heavy pen, and I didn't want just to have one little thing and then it would just be wobbly. So by making it a little bit bigger, it will stand up in it a little better. So first thing I'm going to do is put just a little daub of glue down the side here. Very, very little. If you are going to sew. If you're not going to sew, then be generous with your glue and gluing that shut. Okay? Next, I want to glue this on the side here. So again, I know about how far it needs to go. I'll take my pen back out and I will put glue, just a few dots, down this edge. And then we're going to put it kind of in the middle of this side. All right? And then we're going to go to the sewing machine here in a moment. So here's the warning. Sewing lamb cam. So this is going to go on this side. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and glue this into place. So we sandwich that fabric in there. Now, if you like the look of the fabric on top, put it on top. You know, if I had forgotten, because I had almost forgotten to put the sandwich together, then I could have come back and just sewed it on top. And I think it would have looked cute sewn on top because you would have seen the little rough edges. All right, so now I'm going to take my quarter rounder and round the corners. Called it. What'd you call it? Yeah, it would work great with many of Norellas. You need that. It has a massive jewel on it. Exactly. Got to have all the jewels. I love the pen. I thought it was a great find at the dollar store. So that's why I was charging y'all more money. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the sewing machine. So sewing lamb, I'm going to get a drink. Giovanna says, I see a lamb in our future. Giovanna made this lamb. This is, I forgot to mention this before. See the stitches around there? That's from the Shabby Stitches stamp set. And then she wrote the back, with love from Giovanna. Oh, y'all, do you want personalized rubber stamps that says, for example, if this is your phrase, with love from, I can do it in a variety of text or fonts. And if you send it to me as a digital image, that is, you used your black pen, a super dark black pen, I can also turn your actual signature into a rubber stamp. All right. So now we're going to just sew around this outside edge. This time the camera's going to work because it's still plugged in. All right, so I'm just going to again use my zigzag stitch. I just saw that this was not even. So I'm just kind of cleaning it up just a little bit. All right, so I'm just going to start probably here. Which way do I want it? Yeah, I'm going to do it on this side. Get to the corner, I'm just going to rotate it. Rotate! And pivot! And now that's been stitched upon, you would email that to me. I guess you could mail a physical signature if you wanted. You know, if you wanted your actual signature. I need it with the best black felt tip type of ink. It doesn't have, it can be a Sharpie that you write it with, because it'll be really bold and you want it on bright white paper so that I can remove the white and get that signature to stand up. I'll make it a little bit bolder than probably what your actual signature is, but I can do that. So if that's something you're wanting, let me know. Shabby stitches, exactly. Yes, I have This Journal Belongs To. In fact, we'll use it here in a moment. Oh, wait. Yes, I do. This journal, where is it? I have This Journal Belongs To. I have This Book Belongs To. And I have This Journal Made By. I have a bunch. I have a bunch. All right, so we made this little piece, and look what it does. So you've now got this piece. So for example, you're working in your journal, and you know, it's hard to write on this because it's so lumpy because of the other pages. Well, you slide this into your journal. Now you've got your pen and you can write. I don't know if it'll write on this actual product or not. I guess I could test it. Here, we'll see. Yeah. So it'll write on the Tattered Angels page. So you can write, and then you can put it back in here. And then if you want to mark your page, you just put it like that, and it marks your spot in your journal like a giant bookmark. Like that. I showed you something different. And I got another one. This one has a pinkish color. And this one's more lavenderish colored. I thought you might like those. Think they were fun. All right, I need to go through my pages because I think I need to make one more. And I have some mop-up papers here, so we may do that. So we have one journal page. Here is another journal page that I made prior to the show. This is a mop-up paper, and I used from the Flower Cube, I think it is, something like that. That's from Beeline Designs. Thank you so much. You love it? Thank you. This is from the kit. This is Live Your Best Life. This is from the kit, from the kit, from the kit, from the kit, from the kit. Okay? And on this side, I used the new banner stamp. So here's the banner stamp. It's on cling. And I just stamped it across the page up there. You could go in and hand color those. Color each, well, you know, I don't have time. I could color each 3, 4 different colors of Tattered Angels. Then I used one of the dragonflies. So there's 2. Here's page 3. So for this one, I did another mop-up. This is my new swirly little border stamp. So I have a category now that if you just type border in the search field on my website, in the product side, it should show you the border stamps that I have. Over here, I stamped twice the wildflower sketches. I stamped it once, and I laid down a piece of paper to kind of mask it, and then stamped it again. Then I stamped Be the Change You Wish to See in the World. I had a Tattered Angels Glimmer Mists spill on my desk, and I ended up making 2 pages of mop-up Tattered Angels. So I thought, why not use it? Because that's junk. And then these are elements from the Dancing Dragonfly large journal kit, and then as well as the numbers. So let's flip it over. Over here I used the Beach Rose stamp. These are elements from the kit. Rubber stamp, some more of that fabric, so I used it a couple of times in the journal. There's another dragonfly word. This is from the specimen cube, and of course the Beach Rose in the background. Can you put the address under the written? Yes, Connie. Thank you, Range. Thank you, Janet. Thank you, Morgan. All right, so that's 2 pages. Put some of my tools away. 1, 2, 3. And then here's a page I made. I sprayed with Tattered Angels a book page. It's a smaller page. I used one of the May stencil clubs here with the Distress Oxide, and I rubber stamped the edges with the French script, just kind of barely kissing it to the page. You see it in the background there? Use one of the Dragonflies. This is from the Field Notes Cube. And on the inside, we did Field Notes. Oh, and I didn't mention, I have some of these stickers left that come in the subscription box. So I was using them in my journal. Fun? So there's another page. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do need one more page. I thought I had it. Okay. And then I took some fabric. Oh, how funny, Robin. Yeah, they could be personalized too. Exactly. This is a piece of batik fabric, and I made a little pocket out of some book pages and a gel print. And these are images from the kit. And I put some of that glitter paint on it. Yeah, I'm talking about personalizing the banners on the stamp. Yep. Exactly. Backwards Time Climber. This is a junior legal notepad that I trimmed down and sprayed with Tattered Angels. And then I sewed it at the same time I sewed the pocket. So I sewed this, or glued this piece down, and then I glued this piece looking through the fabric, lining it up, and then I was able to stitch both sides at the same time. Isn't that gorgeous? That's batik. You're like, deja vu. And then here I had another of the library cards, so I thought I would use that. And of course, this is a little tuck spot there. All right, so we need to make one more quick page. I have a few little elements over here we can use. Time to switch beverages. I finished that one off. All right, I have two journal pages that are mop-up papers that I made earlier. They have a soft appearance. Yes, it does. Isn't that fabric perfect? I loved it. I happened to find it in my stash, and I was like, ooh, I want to use that. I have a little bit left. So I've got, oh, I got more than that. I've got this piece left that I can use. And it's just so vibrant. This is a real pretty teal. And screen, it may look more blue, but it's teal. And this is kind of a purple fade. It's gorgeous. Just little scraps. All right, so I've got this piece. I have some of these faux postage left that I made. So let's get a couple of those down. I've got these two elements from the kit left. I have these little elements left from the kit. What else do we have here? Oh, and I have a couple of crowns. So I've basically got 1, 2, 3, 4 elements to start with. Let's see what we've got over here. Let's put this right here for now. I don't need any Tattered Angels at the moment. All right, so the inside is not as busy as far as patterning is concerned. So let's maybe put this element on the front here, like that. And maybe we'll do some stamping across here. Why don't we do that? I haven't used this border stamp this time. Maybe we'll put that across the top. And if I put it this way, you'll have a straight line that you could write something at the top. I may even come down just a little bit. I'm trying to decide if I want to stamp some more things across the top. You know, I haven't used this stamp yet. And it's a flower bunch. I'm wondering what that would look like. If I should do it in black, it would kind of stand out behind that lotus. If we don't like it, we'll cover it up with a piece of paper. I have not used it yet, so I need to stamp it a couple times. Yeah, I think that'll look really good on there. All right, so we're going to do this. I want it right about there. And then that'll be right behind it. What do you think? Hi, Margaret. Hello. Welcome, welcome. All right, so let's do that again on this side. So I'm just kind of gauging where I want it. Moving my element out of the way and then stamping. Okay. And this is going to go right over it. So I'm going to go ahead and glue those down. Saying, sitting in the corner, staying quiet and demure and is getting you nowhere. Barb's got to speak up. She's got to speak her mind. All right, so we'll glue that here. I'm making it a tuck spot in case we want to stick something else in it. I don't know if I have any cards left already made. All right, so now I'm going to take this stamp. I can get me a scrap of paper. And I'm just turning it over for my view so it's easier for me to see. And I want to stamp that to where the flat edge meets the top here. But I want to give it a little bit of room. I couldn't remember if this went off the page or not. Yeah, a little bit. See there? So now we've got this space up here that we can write upon. Ain't that clever? I come up with some clever ideas every once in a while. Okay. I think we need a dragonfly on there, don't you? We don't have a dragonfly other than in the background. So maybe, do I have more? Oh, I do. How about something like that? It's because it off balances it there. Counterbalances it. Yeah, let's do that. You lied. One journal will be raffled off. Oh, we need $42 more. Okay. I get to keep a journal. Spreading out all the little elements, adding the rubber stamps. That's what I think kind of helps give you a little more oomph there. What do you think? Like it? All right, I think I'm going to turn this over. And what if we stamp that again, but we stamp it down far enough that the crown could rest on it? I think that's what I'm going to do. I'll go ahead and glue this piece down in the middle. And we'll do that again on this one. Don't count on it. Ooh, Long Island iced tea. Those got me in trouble one night. Don't accidentally tell a bartender you want tea. You may end up with Long Island iced tea. There's no tea in it. All right, so we're going to turn this over. I did it earlier. And we're going to stamp this just below. Aha! What do you think? It's maybe crooked. Don't look at my crooked lines. Don't feed me no crooked lines. Keep your hands to yourself. Don't feed me no lies. Keep your hands to yourself. Okay, I like it. You're loving the journal? Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Let's flip this over. All right, so we've got these guys. Did I do a dragonfly on that one? No, we didn't really do a dragonfly over here, did we? I need to find a rubber stamp set, but I've got a mess going on, so I'm thinking maybe it's really time for me to do some cleaning. It's a complete mess in here. I'm getting some, you love the background? Thank you! Yep, that's the stencil from the Creative Box. All right. It's dropping stuff. I think I have a different dragonfly. What if we put that down at the bottom? Just as a little memento at the bottom. Like that. So, you know, mixing our rubber stamps with the stencils and the digital Tattered Angels. We're kind of getting some cool looks. Okay, let's open this up now. All right, so I've got this piece. And I've got this piece. Well, that needs a little more pizzazz, doesn't it? I also have these two pieces left. Maybe we'll do something like that. Or we can do it this way. I think I like it that way. Okay, so we're going to do a little something like that. All right, so we're putting this guy down here. But we need something behind it. It needs a little something, something. I've used the sketched wildflowers a couple of times in this journal. So I kind of feel like I want to use it again to add a little something right here. So it's just a little background to that piece. And I should have gone up a little higher. So let's do it correctly this time. So let's go up just a little higher. So when we put this down, we get a little bit of that image. Okay. Need a teacup die. Do you want to die or do you want to die? D-I-E is the correct. Unless you're trying to color the page. If you're trying to change its color by dyeing, it's D-Y-E. In the English language, amazing. If you are wanting to have an element that cuts it out, that is called a dye, D-I-E. Okay, I like that. And then we're going to put the dragonfly in the corner, coming down. But I think he needs a little something behind him. So I've already got this little script stamp out. So I'm just going to stamp it. And then we'll put this here. So it'll give us a little decoration come out the corner. How's that? You stand corrected. Now you know. There's no excuse. Okay. So then we've got this side with the stamp. So what can I put? I already did that side. think it needs a little flair. I'll go ahead and do this one while I'm thinking about it. What do I want to put? Okay. Put this one up here. It's that bright blue. You double ordered it so you can do more? I have duplicates of a couple of dies for that reason. So I could cut more than one at a time. Alright, so we've got this side. We're going to put these little guys on here. What else can I put on there? How about, I've got a little scrap of book page here. What do I want to do? Go sideways? I think that's what I want to do. Let's tear this. Just tearing a little piece. So what if we did something like that? And I will do it again, over and over. Do it again. Yeah, I know I'm creating more scraps, but I don't care. Alright, so I think I kind of need to do something with the stress ink here. Okay. What could I stamp on there? I wonder if we should stamp the dragonfly over it. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put a little bit of this text in the background. Not a lot, just a little. Okay. Now let's glue these pieces down. If I was smart, I'd go to my sewing machine, but I don't want to spend the time. We're running late. Let's glue that there. This is scraps, using up scraps I had on my desk. Got a little bit of a straight edge there that I could have done something with, but I think I like it. Alright, so now I'm going to take this dragonfly, and I think I want to overstamp it. Right about there. So now we get this little cool texture. You see that? You like that? Yeah, it's bright, isn't it, Robin? Oh, thank you, Sherry. Thank you so much. Thank you for your donation. All right, so there's the dragonfly. All right, so we made another journal page. We made 2. So now it's time to finish the cover. I was going to make some journal cards, but we're running out of time. So, all right, so I've got one of the covers here. Put some of my stuff away. That I've gone around the edge with, or the image. Oh, thank you, Janice, for your donation with the Tulip Dimensional Fabric Paint. And so I'm going to put this dancing sheep, dancing sheep, dancing sheep. I thought I'd put this in the corner down here. I'm kind of thinking that maybe it needs a little pop of color behind it. So what if we did something like that? Maybe? I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's glue this down. What are you oopsing? Let's put that right there. This is from the kit, so I just thought it would be kind of neat to have that. And if you don't like travel notes, just glue another piece of paper over it. But I thought travel notes would be kind of cute. Okay. And then I have a journal card that will go in the pocket there. So now let's do this one. So here I stamped directly onto that paper. And I thought, again, this would go in that lower corner. Thank you, Janice. Thank you, Morgan. Thank you so much. Oh, because it's getting brighter where you are. All right, let's put this right here. And then I have a journal card. And what is funny is this kit, I didn't realize it at the time. My printer was completely out of ink, so I was using Henry's printer. And Henry's printer apparently was angry and didn't want to do print black. So I had to go in and do several head cleanings, 10 to be exact, to get it to allow it. So this is actually supposed to have some black in it. Tidbit. Okay, so let's put our journal together by finding the journal pages that I forgot to fold. So I'm getting out the pages. So some of these actually aren't as bright as they should be because they're missing the black. All right, so we're going to fold these. But this is a junk journal, so we can't throw it away. We're just going to use it. Now it's got a border around it. I love this page. Angry printer, oh my! All right, so then we've got this page. I think I want that page first. Which page first? And then I've got, where is it? There it is. These pages have the patterns, the all over patterns. We got more pattern paper for y'all to play with. So you can print these digitally and use them to collage with or use them as a journal page, however you want. I'm going to turn this over this way. There we go. And we got this page. And then this page. This is what I shrunk down to 5x7 and made that into a journal card. All right, so what I'm going to do is decide. I think I like these to be my first pages when I open the journal. So I'm going to put those there. I've got 4 journal pages per journal. So now I'm going to do is kind of look at this and say, maybe there, maybe there, maybe here. And this is going to be my center of the journal. And what if I, yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I had to make sure I had the amount that I wanted. Yep, there it is. I got it all laid out. Yeah, the digital is amazing too to have it. That blue, isn't that cool? And the stripes, all of it. There's so many options. All right, so I'm just going to grab one of the journal covers and grab a journal page and just go down the line and stack them together. Y'all get in on the last free raffle, which is for 2 of these Dragonfly journal cards that I made. We got a variety of sizes of papers. And then if you want a chance to win the journal, just make a donation. Thank you so much. So, Mile Ham Girls 4. I don't know who that is, so speak up in the chat and say, I'm that person. Thank you for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so we're going to put this right here. I was going to be done early tonight, and it's not going to happen. All right, so I'm really trying to concentrate on getting that in my journal straight. I think I need to go this way. Just a tad. It could be it was sewn crooked. What? Sewn crooked? So I tried to use that fabric a couple of different times, and I didn't use that much of it. I had a quarter, what is it, a quarter yard, I think is what it's called, fat quarter? A fat quarter, not a quarter yard, a fat quarter. And I still have plenty of it left over to make other journal elements. I just got my junk journal tools, and I was getting paper clips and paper clipping that together. You spend all that time, I want it to stay together. Thank you so much, your donation, whoever that was. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I like it. I love it. I want more of it. I was trying to show y'all a variety of things. I hope you like it. I love this fabric. And I didn't put anything on some of these pages, so you can add your own touches. Alrighty. Journal tools. That was you, Rhonda? Okay. You got a new name? Alright, so I got those put together. Getting out my fun foam piece. My wax linen thread. My Tim Holtz craft pick and a template. That was a multiple syllable word if you didn't know, template. Well, so we're going to do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. So I'm just lining it up. And we're going to press through. Alrighty. And then I need 3 times the height of my journal in wax linen thread. I'm going to double it since I am making 2 journals. And we're going to stitch it. You win. Y'all can go home. Oh dear. Today, seeing that it is May 3rd, those of y'all didn't know, a few years back, we had a huge tornado hit on May 3rd, killed several people. It was a major, major deal. So we're always weather aware on around May 3rd. Okay. Ow! I just stabbed myself. I'm not bleeding. Don't stab yourself. Alright, so we're going to pamphlet stitch. Making sure I'm not bleeding. Alright, I want this tight on the outside. So I'm going to pull it in opposite directions. Then I'm going to tie a square knot. No blood. Barb says, not quite, y'all. While I have this on my desk, I'm going to grab a rubber stamp. And we're going to stamp this journal made by. Since I now have this stamp, this journal made by. So I'm trying to line it up. And it's not going to line up because my page is so fluffy. Alright, so I'm going to try to do it this way. Alright, this journal made by is kind of smudged because I started to put it down and it wouldn't go. It's like, ah! We stopped just before you could go! This is 5/3/2021. There's one. And then we've got our little board that we can stick in here. So now we have our journal. Alright, let's put the other one together. But I'm going to cheat real fast. Yay! There. It was easier to do when the page is flat. Put our template in. Yeah. Overtime. Look at the bonus that you're getting. Bonus time. Hey, we're almost done. Thank you, Margie. Oh my gosh, Margie. Thank you so much. Margie's so generous. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh yeah, we got one more thing I need to do. I almost forgot. I'm getting hungry. It's dinner time, y'all. I think I'm just going to quit right now. Okay. Let's sign it. Trying to put all my tools away so I don't lose them. Come on now. Okay. Okay, I've got to put one of the charms back on this one, but I have the charm so I can do it. So I gave Robin some elements that I had made a long time ago that looked like this. And this is what she did. She took it apart so that she could have a loop at the top and the bottom. And then she's got a jump ring in here. She's got a little lobster claw. She's added some beads. She's got a little piece of chain. And then she's made these little beaded elements on the bottom. It's got a little butterfly on it. And this is a little bird, hummingbird, that's going to go on here. I have to fix it after the live. And this one has believe and wish, but it's the same components. So, look at my goodie bin here. I know I saw some bulb pins. I'm just about out of bulb pins. I need some more. I think, oh good, there is. Since she used, oh no, no it wasn't. Just kidding. Yep, there is. Got a couple of silver bulb pins. And what I'm going to do, why are you here? Is I want to poke this through, and I should have done it before I found it, but oh, I can do this. So I'm just going to poke it through the top of my journal here. And then this is going to fit on here. And I'm going to add a dragonfly to it. I haven't gotten that far yet. This is going to go inside here. I'll do that before I send it off. So I'm going to do it again. Where's my pen? A beaded bag dangles. Yeah, I've done them all. I've done them too. Years ago, I would sell them. I even had my own little product line that I made called You Bling It. And it was basically elements like this, but it had a hook. Kind of like we use the little safety pins, so that you could hook it onto a zipper pull or your shoelaces or your purse or whatever. All right, so there's our journals. What do you think, y'all? All right, let's pick the winner of our freebie, and then we're going to do a flip through. Is everybody in on the raffle? We're over time. Henry should be home pretty soon. Oh, my back is sore. I'll give you just a moment to get in on the raffle. I'm going to clean my hands. Oh, the stainless steel pens. Oh, you should look at finding some of those stainless steel pens. Thank you, Sandra. Hello, how are you, lady? Thank you for being here. All right, so let's do the last free raffle. Oh, I see a couple people got in it. Well, kind of like a hat pin, Robin, but it's designed to go in the top of the art glitter glue. It has to be stainless steel or it will disintegrate in the glue or glue the tip shut. So it's just a really fine head pin that has a loop on it so that you can put stuff on it. You just need stainless steel. Yeah, because you can't get up to all that. I know it's terrible. It's hard to get up. All right, let's pick the winner. All right, let's do a giveaway. Let's pick a winner. Got trash on the floor. The winner of the journal cards is Bonnie Lipke. Congratulations, Bonnie. You won my little journal cards. All right. So we're going to open up the raffle now for those that have donated today. And this will be the donators only raffle. So I'm going to get the text ready. And this is for a Dancing Dragonflies. So if you've donated today, I'm going to call you off the names that people have. Sandra, Margie, thank you, Margie. Rhonda Bennett, Janice Brammer, Sherry Deskins, Barbara Dingwell, Janice Brammer, again, thank you. Giovanna Alvino and Sherry Roofer Gray, Margie again, Nadine Wheeler, Margarita DeRoss, Sherry Deskins, Constance or Connie, Robin, and then Morgan. Thank you all for your donations. All right, so we're going to get this in here. Go like that. Giveaway. Go here. All right, so getting on the raffle. Again, I will fix the charm, but I'm going to show you the two different journals. So when I draw a name, tell me, do you want travel notes or do you want magical whenever I call your name here in just a moment. Oh, thank you, Margie, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we get a drink of water. So again, we use the large dragonfly, dancing dragonflies, and this is supposed to be black. So it just turned out the way it did. I thought it was kind of cool. So you can still use it even if your ink's running low. And then I used one of the journal pages. I printed on cardstock as a 5x7, and it is now a journaling card. I thought that was clever. This is one of the pages in the kit. And here I use the sketch wildflowers up the sides. Here I had a piece of cardstock that I stamped the beach rose medium around the edge. And then I did Be the Change You Wish to See in the World, Mahatma Gandhi. This is from the kit. And there's another from the kit and the little scroll stamp from my rubber stamps. Use the beach rose again from the kit. Do Not Forget to Fly. Scrap of batik fabric book page that's folded in half after I've trimmed it down. I used my stencil from the May Stencil Club here. This is from the Dancing Dragonfly stencil group. This is one of my stickers that I got for the kit. More stickers. Did the French script in the background with the dragonfly stamp on top. You have to be in it to win it. I like this stamp across the top of the page like that. And then adding the elements. This is a text spot. You can add more to it. And we did some stamping on this page on top of a sprayed background. I love the colors in this kit. Oh, thankful women of God. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yay! I hope you win. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm waiting on the dancing sheep. And then this side is the page that Norella put an antique page over it. I could have used coffee dye paper today, but I just had to go all bright. Then here's the fabric page. So by putting this page on here and putting the pocket down here, it sturdies it up. It's still soft, but it's sturdy enough that we can add more writing space if you want up there. This goes in here. This goes up here. Okay. Waiting for your order. I'm waiting on rubber stamp. I think that's what we're waiting on. Uh-oh. Did I glue it shut? Oh, no. Okay, good. Got a pocket. Tuck spot. This was mopping up, and then I had a big page in the middle. So it just put it on this outside edge, which I think works when you got a busy page. This is the file folder. So we have a tag on the front that we recycled packaging. And we have writing space here on the book page because we added another piece of paper that just slips in. Oh, thank you, Lori, for your donation. That's the new Daisy border stamp here. And we punched with our punch board, envelope punch board, to make it look like a file folder. and then you open it up. Thank you so much for your donation. Make sure you get in on the raffle, y'all. And then the inside, so you have writing space. And I used from my new Field Notes stamp set. That's from the Field Notes stamp set. And then we've got Aspire to be Amazing on a library card that we put in here. And we made a pocket. And apparently I glued my, there it goes. It was stuck. Oh, it didn't glue down the side here. All right now. Well, it works still. All right, so I'm going to put this back in here. Then we created writing space here. Got a journal card. This is a little file folder, mini file folder. We have 2 different sizes of mini file folders in the kit. So this is our board that when we're writing, we can put it right below and be able to write if we have a bumpy page. And then it's just kind of pretty, so you can personalize it a little bit more if you want. You could put a stack of, a junior legal notepad would fit on that. You could glue it down, and then you would have a little notepad that you made. Just an idea. So on this side, we had another little pocket and writing space. And this is a rubber stamp. We've got another file folder here. Use that little writing space there. And then this comes out. It's a little bitty tiny postcard. This is one of the printed pages, so you could add your own touches to that. Printed page, the other side here. So the rest of this is going to go pretty quick because I'm not going to take out every little journal card when we look at the second journal. Okay. Same stamping. A lot of this are repeated things. And I didn't put a journal card in here. I ran out of time. Or I would have. That was the travel note. So here is the magical one. So you're going to have a different image here and there. Different rubber, stickers. This image is different. That image is different. The dragonflies are different. I try to do some of the same techniques in each journal. Same little file folder that I made. Okay. There's our little book board. My sewing machine went loopy. I need to adjust it. I think I said that last week. What do you think? You like it? I don't think y'all like it. I think you're just here because you want to throw rotten tomatoes at me. I do too. All right. So let's pick a winner. This is going to go on the journal. I'll fix it after the live stream. After I go to the restroom. All right. You ready? Let's see who's in. We got Rhonda, Janice, Sherry, Cherry, Sandra, Sherry, Margie, Morgan, Giovanna, Barb, Sandra with her other account because she donated twice, Connie, Lori, Faithful Women, and Robin. Thank you all for being here, and thank you for your donations. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Morgan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Julie. Barb's LOLing. All right, let's pick a winner. Tell me, do you want the travel notes or do you want magical? Pick a winner, and the winner is Lori Morchant. How funny. I've got your stuff on my desk ready to mail because I got everything put together. But I thought, just in case, I'm going to wait till after the live stream. So I guess I called it for you. Just in case, paid off. Because she's probably going, where's my order? I'm getting it ready. It's right. It's laying on my postage weight machine. So do you want travel notes or magical, or does it matter to you? Woohoo! Congratulations. Need to get my tools out. I have some here. Those are my cutters. Gotta make repairs. I don't care. Okay, well, I'm going to call the next person, and if they want the other one, they can speak up. You follow? All right. Sherry, which one do you want? I'll let you pick. Got some charms. We'll get those out. Sherry, 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 my belle. Thought I had some more. I don't see them. There might be some in there. Oh, nope, that's a paperclip. All right, if she didn't answer, then I get to pick. I guess I'm going to have to find my jump rings. I think I have some in the other room. Travel notes. All right, so Sherry Deskins is getting travel notes. Lori Merchant is getting magical. Yay! We got her done. So if you didn't see, this was the t-shirt that I'm working on. That will be in the shop hopefully a little bit later this week. I also have the Dragonflies cup. So it's got that beautiful sheen to it. And it has a little dragonfly on there. I'll even put it under here because it's empty now. And it's just hard to really do this justice in camera mode. All right. You're very welcome. Thank you all for being here. Thank you so very much. I greatly appreciate it. I'll be back Monday. I think I may make one more Dancing Dragonflies journals because this is my favorite right now journal kit. I love it. I love the colors. I've been so inspired to make little things like the file folder and, you know, doing the little book board as well. So I hope you enjoyed seeing it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye, Julie. Have a great day. And if I can, I may be on live Thursday to do some gel printing. So be on the lookout for a notification. Follow me here by subscribing. And also on Facebook at Linda Israel on Facebook. The links are down below in the description box to get to my social media. Planner journal. I'm trying to decide if I want to do a recorded tutorial or have that for Monday. The t-shirt. Yes, a t-shirt, Rhonda. This is a medium. I don't know if y'all can see me. This is a medium. Let me back up. That's a medium. It's a very soft t-shirt. I'm looking at black, and we're also looking at a real pretty shade of blue. Alrighty, well, I'm going to get off here because I need to go to the facilities. And then I got to fix this journal, putting the little charm on it. Adding a couple of charms. Again, I want to thank y'all for being here. If you have any questions, you need to contact me, you can use the comment box down below, or you can go to my website at lindaisrael.com, especially if it has to do with an order, and message me through the contact me form. That way I have your email address and we can communicate that way. We're not relying on social media to get our messages. So thank you so much. Yeah, Sam, no pink. I can't find a pink in all the sizes. That's the problem. We were trying to offer a shirt in a range of sizes so that we could accommodate everybody, and they aren't in stock. They won't be in stock for months. So we were trying to find a color that we could work with. So yeah, so check my shop. Hopefully we'll have it there in a couple of days. Y'all have a great week. I'm going to get off here. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. If you need anything, I'll see you on the digital side. Bye, everybody.